Hello, Denise. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Tara, Patty, Evelyn, Wendy. You guys having a good Saturday? Hi, Minnie. Hi, Jessie. Can you guys hear me okay? Hello, Gretchen, Trina. Oh, snowed all day. We had a pretty day today. Well, it started out rainy this morning, and about lunchtime it started clearing up, and then it got nice the rest of the day. I think this week the temperatures are going to be so much better. Toward the end of the week, it's supposed to dip down a little bit again, and we might get a little bit of snow, but I don't think much. Hey, Jessica, you're packing? Are you moving? Oh, no, Jessie. My husband is going through that too. Yeah. He has to go back and see the neurologist on Tuesday, so I'm anxious to see what he's going to tell us. He didn't actually have an appointment, and after they got the results of his myelogram and his bone scan back, they called and they want to see him on Tuesday, so I don't know what that means. Yes, I hope you feel better soon too, Jesse. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jessica. Thank you, Patty. He needs all the prayers you guys send up. Oh, no, Lillian. I'm sorry for you too. My brother went through that many, many years ago. Oh, it's a good thing, Jessica. I see. Hi, nightlife. Let me see. I need to reach over here and get something that I got for us. I bought some conversation cards, some new ones that I thought we might try a couple tonight. Think it's a fun way to get to know each other. Hello, Jason. Jason, are the kids behaving today? Gary was up here just a little while ago. He got DJ this weekend and they came up for a little while. I'm always glad when he gets to come up for a while. He got to come up yesterday and Gary has to take him back tomorrow. Yes, Lily, and I hope that this does help you to get well. Hi, Morgan. Is the snow going away in most places? I know Tara probably still has snow. My niece called a little while ago. She lives in Syracuse, and she said that as soon as some of the snow gets over with up in New York, that she's going to head down this way for a long weekend. So I'm looking forward to that. She usually comes a couple times a year. Hi, Winter Babe Saves. Summer clothes already. Hi, Belinda. Hi, Misha. I ordered some new winter boots a couple of weeks ago, and they came in this week. And I told Guy now I want it to snow so I can wear my new boots. He said he didn't care if I never got to wear those new boots. He didn't want any more snow. So today, when I was looking at the weather and it said that Thursday we might have a wintry mix, I told him, I said, "Ooh, I get to wear my boots," and he just rolled his eyes. Okay, Winter Babe Saves. Her name is Robin. Good to know that. We've had rainy weather for about 3 days here, but then today about noon it started clearing up some. Hi, Let It Be. Okay, Nightlife said the snow is melted in Maryland. We got rain yesterday and clear today. That's what happened here too. Hi, Betty Boop. Oh, well, good. I'm glad you like it, Robin. If any of you, I know there's a couple in here that haven't been here before. If you haven't, make sure that you go down below in the description on any of my videos and download our Saturday Night Live challenge. We're going to be doing this all year. Hi, Iris. Iris, I didn't see you last Saturday. Were you here and I missed you? Hi, Gen X Budgets. Oh, okay, Iris. After the live was over, I thought I didn't remember if I saw Iris or not, but I guess you were here. That was just me having a bad memory. Hi, Andra. Are you still in St. Louis? Oh, well, good, Robin. I'm glad I could help. Hi, Ritters on a budget. We'll let just a few more get here and then we'll go ahead and do our Saturday Night Live savings. Okay, so you're in Topeka, Kansas now. Wow. You are a traveler. You've got the right name, the Traveling and Saving Chief. Hi, Dina. We had a live Monday night with Budgeting by Dina, and we had a really good time on her channel. And then Andra has one on Friday nights. Hi, Brandy. Guy and I have all afternoon. We kind of binged watched that show on Prime called Darby and Joan. We watched the first season last year, and then we watched the second season today. It's pretty good. Oh, you're paying for it, Andra? There you go. I ordered some conversation cards for us because I thought they might be fun to do. I had some, but most of them I've done the questions in my videos a while back. Well, if I can get the lid off of here. Here we go. I thought they might be kind of fun. We'll just do maybe two or three, and I'll save some more for next week. Okay, the first question is, how many times have you moved in your life? I can tell you for me, it was 10. I was born in Indianapolis. My parents were from here. They moved back here. We lived here until I was 9. Then we moved to Los Angeles. And in Los Angeles, we moved, let's see, one, two, three, 4 times. Then we moved back here into the house we lived in before. And then my parents bought the place here that my son lives in. Then when Guy and I got married, we moved into an apartment. Then we moved into a mobile home. Oh, we also moved in with his parents for a few months. Actually, it's been 11. I've lived in 11 different places. But after we built this house, we've never moved again. All my moving was really, most of it was before I got married. My parents, when I were young, was young. They, when I was a kid, I mean, they moved, they left here and went to Indianapolis for better jobs and better pay. Then they come back. Then they decided to go to Los Angeles because they heard the pay was so good out there. And that's why they went out there. But then out there, we moved 4 different times, and I don't really know what the reasoning was for moving out there. But the very last place they moved to, I loved the best. Oh, 20, Lillian says 20 times. She might have us all beat. Of course, if you had a parent that was in the military, you might have moved more than that. Okay, Eva. Jason says he's moved 19 times. Wow, I thought 10 or 11 was a lot for me. The only states I've actually lived in is, of course, Indiana and then Virginia and California. I've only lived in 3 states. Okay, says Andra, I think you are the winner. How many did Andra say? I didn't catch it. Let me see. Oh, she says that she might win this contest. I'm just saying, how many times have you moved into a new home? That's the way I took it. And a new place to live. Yeah, same here, Belinda. I moved a lot when I was a kid. But after Guy and I got married, we moved into an apartment first. And then we decided to move out of the apartment and move in with his parents to save money to buy some land to build a house. Well, we didn't live there too long. We really didn't like it. And we ended up buying a mobile home and putting it on my parents, some land that my parents had. And then we decided to build this house a couple years later. And then we moved to this house, and we've lived here ever since. Jason, you sound like Guy. Guy would love to just sell out everything and buy a traveling camper and travel. That's what he would love to do. We were watching that Darby and Joan I told you a little while ago, and that's what they are traveling in a camper thing. And I told Guy, I said, Guy, that's what we should do. Just sell out and buy one of those and hit the road. He looked at me and rolled his eyes. He said, yeah, like you would do it. Hello, Debbie. I think I missed you coming in. Oh, I bet it does. Oh, Agape Book Club. Do you live Southwest Virginia or Northern Virginia? Kim, are you happy or sad that that two of your kids left? I had a hard time with the empty nesting thing there for quite a while. It didn't bother Guy. Guy was perfectly happy. He likes it just being the two of us, but I had the empty nest syndrome really for 2 or 3 years. Okay, so you're on the other end of Virginia. Okay. I'm in Southwest Virginia too. Your son keeps coming back. Well, my son lives my parents' house is right down on the road, and our house is built. You have to come up the driveway to our house, and my son lives in my parents' house now, so he's close to me. But of course, my daughter's not. Yeah, sometimes they do, but Gary hasn't lived here since he was 19, and Amy was 21 when she got married, so that she hasn't lived here since then. Neither one of them have come back home since. Yeah, Andrew, I think you're the winner. Hi, Abigail. Yeah, Michelle, we pay state taxes in Virginia too. I worked in Tennessee, and in Tennessee they don't have state tax, but here on the Virginia side we do. It's one city. It's split in half. Half is Virginia, half is Tennessee. Tennessee doesn't have to pay state tax, but Virginia does. Hi, Tina. Oh yeah, I know what you mean about shopping there, Tara. I don't guess. I don't know. You never know what's going to happen. But as far as I know, I don't think we'll be moving either. That's what I tell Guy. I always feel an obligation, because before, when he wanted us to move, when the kids was young, he wanted to move to Florida then, where some of his sisters were, and I didn't want to do it because I really wanted my kids to go to school here. And then later, I felt like I couldn't leave because of taking care of my, or being here for my mom and dad and his mom. Well, now his mom and my mom and dad are gone, but now we both have elderly sisters. And I just don't feel right about just up and leaving them. And Gary. I mean, he's not married and he doesn't have any children, and I kind of would feel bad up and leaving him. So, but that's me. I always feel obligated to take care of everyone. Andrew, can I ask you what made you decide to move to Alabama? That guy would like to move close to the ocean too. That's what he would really like. But it's so expensive. Okay. Oh, I see, Jessica. I see now what you mean about it's a good thing. Well, Tina, do you think you might do that? Or are you still wanting to be independent or what? Okay, we've got 53 in here. I'm going to go ahead and do our Saturday night savings. Let's see, let me find my black pen here. Oh, here it is. I'm going to put in 5, and this is our first Saturday in February. So I'm going to put my 5 in. And let's see, this should make 25. Let's see if it does. Okay, we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yes, it does. Dina, do you see? I mean, Dina, why did I say Dina? Eva, the little dashboard that I made for your Thursday night lives. Okay, we'll put that away. And like I said, if any of you don't have this yet, make sure that I can either put the link over here again if you don't have it, or just go to any of the my recent videos and you can get it in those. But we've got 25 going so far. Talking about shopping at your parents' house, I got a little story. You remember back in 2000 when everybody thought the world was going to end because we was turning to 2000 or 2000, and my mom, she really stocked the upstairs of her house with food and everything because she was afraid you wouldn't be able to get stuff at the grocery stores and all this stuff. And my sister, my younger sister, who was living at that time, she lived next door to my mom. And probably for a year, she shopped at my mom's. We would all laugh about it because she would just go over to mom's house and go upstairs and just pick up groceries and take home. And we all laughed about it. We said that mom's house was her grocery store for a year. Okay, good, Eva. Hi, Amy. Happy you were able to come in. We're up to 50 people. Yeah, I have an extra pantry. When we built this sunroom, a guy actually built me an office offering the sunroom and a new laundry room. And I had decided to move my office stuff out here to the sunroom because it's just me and Guy here by ourselves. And I kind of made my office out here in the sunroom. And I took that room that he made for my office and I've made it like to a second pantry. And I have a pretty good stock of stuff in there too, paper products and canned food and uh, stuff like that. What I do is if one of the grocery stores have their BOGOs going along, if it's something that I know that we'll use, I will get the BOGO stuff. But I don't buy stuff that we don't use. And I did buy these huge containers at Walmart, and I do have one filled with rice and one with beans and one with oatmeal and stuff like that because you don't know when you might need it. Things that you know that really won't go bad. Yes, I need to look at Eva's Hallmark box too. I've got some new stuff that's going to be going up in my shop probably Monday. I'm working on it now. I've got a new game going up in there, and I've got some new scratchers and some new scratcher cards. So, and I'll probably tomorrow I'll be working on some other things. So Monday I'll have a few new things in there. I tell you, and I'm not the only one. I've heard of this talking about Etsy has been absolutely dead this month, especially the last 2 weeks. It has been dead. But I'm not the only one. I've talked to some other creators too, and I know that I think it's because most people were doing a no spend January. That and we all get so many freebies, and I'm guilty of it myself. I give a lot of freebies, and that's all right. And I use a lot of freebies, so I understand that. Hi, Camera Queen. I miss seeing you come in there. Oh, I see the traveling chief running to Etsy. She's going to Laura Bell's shop. I'll have to go check out and see what new stuff Laura Bell's put in too. Oh, I do too, Mary. I do too. I have a lot of challenges that I haven't used. I have a lot of scratchers, and I have a lot that people's give me that I haven't used. But then somebody will come out with something else, and I think, ooh, I'd like to have that. I'm so guilty of that. And I especially have fallen in love with the boxes. I actually had someone contact me through email asking me if I'd make a box, and she gave me an idea for a box. I'm thinking about working on that and coming up with a box. I love doing them. I just haven't made one yet. I think I'm going to go ahead and do my emergency fund for this week. And I'm going to be putting in another 10 this week. Next week, I hope to be able to put in more. Next week, I'd like to be able to put in another 25. But this week, I can only do 10. So we'll do another 10. Okay, in the $10 section now, I have 10, 20, 30. Let me get my tens out here. Let me see. I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, $60 in my $10 section. And for those of you that don't know, I gave this to my members, the printable emergency fund, and we're doing this together, and we're doing it on Saturday nights. Okay, so Iris says she put 20 in. Misha said she finally printed hers out and put her binder together. Dina, there's so many fun boxes out there. I have so many. I have, I think, 4 different Christmas boxes now, and I have a candy box that I haven't done. I have a bakery box that I'm getting ready to start after the Valentine box, and I have the chocolate box, uh, spooky box. I have several, and I have this winter box that I started playing a little bit here last week in the live. I think I might do a little bit more tonight in it. This one is just a small one, and this one is from CBA Mom Loves. CBA Mom Saves. I don't know why I said loves. And this was one she actually gifted it to me, along with about 3 other little boxes that she did. So I only have a few cards left. I think I'll try to put a little bit more in tonight and just see how far I can get in. Okay, I find that snowman, and it says roll and save times 2. Okay, there he is. Let's roll this dice. And I got a 6, wouldn't you know? It's times 2, so there's $12 right off the bat. Right off the bat. I just knew I was going to roll that 6. I think I only put $20 in here to play tonight. Okay, let's see. I'll do this and then we'll do another question. Okay, we're through with that one. Let's do another one. Okay, it says search and save, and it's the coffee cup. Oh, it's $3. That's not too bad. Okay. That's me, Laura Bell. I haven't made any either. But I have a lot. But like I said, I did have someone contact me asking me if I would make one, and she gave me an idea. She gave me a suggestion on what she would like. So I'm thinking about doing it. I just haven't done it yet. Let's see. Let's see what this one is. Roll and save, and it's the pink cup. $3. Don't have to times 2 that one. And I think I have $2 left. Is all I have. And actually, I think I saw a IOU back here, and it's for $2. So I'm going to pay this IOU off. Okay. So that's all we'll do in here tonight. I was just putting $20 in it because I thought, well, these are low amounts. I'll just put 20 in. Then right off the bat, I hit that $12 one. Wouldn't you know? Oh, I've got to put the cards back up. Yeah, CBA Mom Saves and her Ko-Fi, she has several of the boxes, and they're really low priced, and they're fun, and they're kind of low budget. That's what I like about them. The Valentine box that I'm doing is hers, and I like that it's low budget. It's not real big high dollar ones. Some of the higher dollar ones, I love them, but I have to split the amounts sometimes in order to be able to spread my money around for a day. Let me see. I've been missing some of the. I saw the monster box from Alley Bear Budgets and April's Fresh Start just the other day. I don't have it, but I did see it. I think we all have an addiction to them, Jason. To challenges. I know I do. I'll see something, I think, oh, I want to do that. And that's why I have to make sure that I kind of do it the low budget way. If I did some of the high dollar ones like a lot of people do, I couldn't do but two or three a week. Thank you, Lillian, for reminding people to hit that like. The like button, from what I understand, really helps the algorithm of Live. It really pushes it out there, and I appreciate you guys doing that so much. Hello, Grammy. I like low budget too, Minnie, because that way I can spread my money around a little further and do more. If I tried to do like the 100 envelope challenge or something like that, I wouldn't be able to do any other challenges. That's why I don't really do the big things like that. I like doing a lot of smaller ones than doing just one or two big ones. Oh my goodness, Jason. Everything that I have bought, I have printed, but I have several boxes that I have printed, but I have not them yet. But Misha, when I buy a scratcher, most of the time I will try to make sure that it says, like if it's a $50 scratcher, it'll say the amounts on it, like 1 to 10 or something like that. Um, some of the scratchers that you've seen me do and they have a big high amount, it's because those were gifted to me or something like that. But most of the time, if I buy any, I try to make sure that I get the ones that they won't be over $10, maybe. Jason, that reminds me of my daughter. No, my son sent me a little uh, video last night. It showed a man sitting at a dining room table, and his wife comes up to him, and she has her phone. She said, "What is this $400 charge for a hockey club membership?" He just keeps looking on his phone. He doesn't answer. She said, "Answer me." She said, "Why is there a $400 charge on here for a hockey membership?" He finally says, "Huh?" And he said, "I can't hear you sitting here." He gets up and he said, "See, sit down here and try it." So she sits down at the table. He takes his phone. He said, "What are all of these Amazon packages coming to the door?" She sits there and pretends like she don't hear him. He says it again. She says, "You know, you're right. You can't hear anything at this table." It is so funny. Yeah, Gary sent it to me. I don't know if he was making a jab at me because he sees the Amazon truck come up my driveway so much or what. Oh, good. I love the dominoes too. Hello, Travel Diva. I can believe that, Jason. Guy'll just go to the door and pick them up when they set them out there, and he'll say, "Here's something else from Amazon." But most of the stuff I get from Amazon is for my business stuff. Most of it. I bet. Guy never orders anything. Sometimes, every once in a great while, not very often, he'll say, "Would you order me?" And he'll tell me something. But if it is, it's something, usually a repair part or something like that for the truck or something. He just doesn't get online and order anything. Right, Grammy. That's why the Amazon truck comes up here so much. See, I'm going to get another card. Let's see. You've done the how many times you've moved. Okay, here's a good one. Do you prefer fresh air at the beach or in the mountains? Hmm, that's a hard one for me because I love living in the mountains, but I love the beach too. There's nothing like that smelling that salt air, I don't think. Oh, you mean because the way the screen is, Travel Diva? I bet. Oh, Jesse, that's funny. See, I don't even have to worry about that because Guy will not get a smartphone. He still has a flip phone. And the last time I got a new phone, I tried to get him to get a new smartphone. I said, "I'll show you how to do it." He said, "I don't want it." And he asked the guy at Verizon, he said, "Do you still have flip phones?" And the guy said, "Yes, we have one kind." And Guy got it. And I told him, I said, "The next time you get a new phone, you are going to have to get a smartphone. So you might as well learn how to use mine." But he won't. So I don't have to worry about him doing any of that. Okay, Jason loves the mountains. Agape Book Club, Sheila says, "Probably because I like them in the mountains, but I love the beach air." That's me. That's where I am. I don't know that I prefer one over the other. I cannot get Guy away from that flip phone. I tell you, I have been so shocked because back on Black Friday, I was ordering my niece a new tablet, and it's just a Fire tablet. And I had been having some problems with mine. And Guy said, "Well, while they're on sale, why don't you just order you a new one and give me yours?" And I thought, what? He's going to use a tablet? So I went ahead and ordered me one. And then when it came in, I cleared mine off and all and put a few things on there he would like and give it to him. And he's on that thing all the time. He likes playing the games and stuff. And it just shocks me. The kids couldn't believe it when they came home at Christmas. And so I'm sitting with that tablet because that's just not like him. Okay, Ritter says beach air because she hasn't been to the mountains. Yep, I'm with Jesse. That's where I am too. And there's something about being in the mountains that you feel safer, and I don't know why. I don't know what that is, that kind of feeling. But if I'm going on vacation, I want to be somewhere near the beach. Hi, uniquely at Madison Avenue. So happy you can make it. Yes, it is, Dawn. How are you doing, Dawn? Yeah, Mary, I can't do the hiking part, but I just love living in the mountains. I'm not, when I say living in the mountains, I don't live back up in the mountains. But I live in a rural area, but I have mountains all around me. I like being able to look at my front door and see mountains. That's true, Dina. You know, my daughter, which all of you know, is in Florida, and uh, luckily she doesn't live right on the beach. She lives inland. She lives in the Tampa Bay area, but she lives more inland. So whenever there's a hurricane come through, wind and flooding is what's more her problem, but not the problems that they have like they have on the beach. Misha, I live in, it's where my house is like it's rural, but I'm five minutes away from everything. So it doesn't take me long when we can go out to dinner. I can go to Walmart. I can go to Target. It doesn't take me 5 minutes to get there. But yet, so it's sort of like I have the best of both worlds right here where I am. Oh yeah, several years ago, Guy and I went on a trip. We went up north and we went through Pennsylvania, and I wanted to drive through the Amish area there and see some of that and see maybe some horse and buggies, which we did see one. But the day we were there, it was pouring down rain all day, so we really didn't get to see much at all. Okay, so you live in a big city. I've lived in both. I've lived in small city, I've lived in the big city. And then since I was 17 years old, we've lived out here where I am now. Really. And well, Guy and I, when we got married, we lived a couple different places, but then came back here. But um, I've prefer living right here where I am to living in the big city. Oh, Jesse, you must really live out. Like I said, if you come out the road I live on, it's like I'm living the country. But I could leave my house. I can go to Walmart, Target. I can go to Chili's, Cheddar's, McDonald's, any of the restaurants over there. I'm 5 minutes and I'm there. The interstate, 5 minutes. My son's girlfriend, my grandson's girlfriend, she had never been out of the state of Florida until he brought her up here on their spring break. No, it was in the summer before last, and she loved it. And she asked him a few months ago when was he going to bring her back to the mountains, and he told her, he said, well, maybe we can go back up there on spring break. And she graduated in December from FSU, and then he's gone back for a second degree, so he's there now. But she's staying there and working, and so he told me that when he gets spring break, they may come back up here. He don't know for sure, but he's gonna let me know. So she was wanting to come back to the mountains because she loved it. Dawn, I thought you lived in North Carolina. Oh, she is in North Carolina. It says now being in North Carolina to be able to get to a store in 5 minutes still blows my mind. Oh, I see. Now that's kind of where I am. If you come to my house, you feel like you're out in the country, but you're really not. Years ago, I wanted to go to Cedar Point, and we didn't go. And I've always wished I could, and I would love to go there, and I'd love to go to uh, oh, the place where they have the Ark. Is it in Kentucky or West Virginia? I'd love to go see that. Kentucky. Okay. Yeah, I would love to go do that. I told guys several times, and actually, I told him I would love to take DJ there. I've not been to Cedar Point, but I have heard that they have these fabulous roller coasters, and I love roller coasters. I haven't been on one now for years, but I think the last one I was on was probably down at Carowinds in North Carolina. It's Noah's Ark, Misha. It's up in Kentucky, and it's a huge, like a replica of Noah's Ark, and then they have the a big museum there and everything too. And I would love to go see that. I know you've probably seen the commercials on TV with the giraffes walking around talking about this place. We were at Hershey when and I took that trip up north. We spent the night there at the hotel at Hershey Park, but the park was not open when we were there, so we didn't do it. I love a roller coaster, Robin. I haven't ridden one in several years now. That's what I thought too, Cameron Queen. I thought maybe this summer, if Amy and Alex would come up this summer, they've done that for a few summers. Amy and Alex would just come by themselves and stay for about a week until this past year they didn't. But that would be a cool trip for us to take to go to the art, I think, while they're here and maybe take DJ with us. Oh, do you, Morgan? Guy and I loved Hershey. We spent the whole day there. We went on the little trolley that takes you around and gives you all the information about it. We went to the Hershey Museum. We stayed there at the hotel at Hershey. We loved it. I wouldn't mind going back. Hi, Dawn. Mary, you've never been on a roller coaster? You just have to get on one and let go and scream. I love them. I always have. Yes, Chocolate World. We went into that place where they sell all the chocolate, and we took our pictures there and everything. We loved it. Well, Lily and I have my right knee. I really need a knee replacement, and now I had my left knee replaced about 6 years ago. Best thing I ever done. You wouldn't even know there was anything wrong with that knee now. But now my right one needs it. So I would probably have trouble walking through the park a long ways without stopping. But I need to get that done. But until God gets kind of taken care of, I'm not even mentioning it. He'll ask me every now and then, when you go get your knee done? And I'll just say, oh, when you get better. It'd be nice to have it done and it feel as good as my left one, though. Yeah, Kim, one time when Gary was little, he might have been about 4, and we went to Florida, and we were staying at Guy's sister's house, and we went to Disney World one day, and we were standing in this big, we hadn't been there maybe an hour, and we were standing in this big long line to get on the jungle boats. Gary was already tired of it, and we hadn't been there that long, but he looked up at Guy's sister. He said, Aunt May, let's just get me a balloon and go home. He wasn't having that standing in line stuff, and he was only about 4. She mentions that every now and then, and he said, Aunt May, let's just get me a balloon and go home. Oh gosh, Amy. Patty, I've seen it on TV and it looks fabulous. I would love to go. That's true, Dina. We could. We could just hobble around together for a couple months. Me too, Misha. Me too. That's one reason why I go to the pool so much, because what got me going to the pool was when I had my knee surgery, my knee replacement. When I finished with the therapy that I had to have, I decided I asked the physical therapist. I said, "Would it be okay if I go swimming?" And he said, "Yeah." So I went ahead and joined the pool up here. And during the daytime, it's not a lot there. So I started out just going. I love to swim, but I started out just going and putting the noodle around me and just moving my legs. And now I swim, lane swim, but I love it because I told Guy, I said that pool is what keeps me going, even for my knee that's bad. If I miss going to the pool for a week, I can really tell it. But if I go to that pool and I get in it and I swim, it keeps it from getting stiff, I guess. So that's why I try to go twice a week. But lots of times I don't get to make it twice, but I like to go twice. I would go more than that, but it's too far. It's like the 25-mile drive for me. Uh, it's like the Y, Jesse, but it's not the Y. It's a place called Coombs Center. It's a place that our county has, and they have a gym and a pool, and they have an indoor pool and an outdoor pool. It's really really nice, and I don't pay anything to go there. But the YM is nice too. Our YM here is really nice too. If I couldn't go up there, I would go to the YM. But I go up there because my sister in law loves to go, and she likes it up there. Good night, Agape. Yes, Amy, the water therapy has it keeps me moving. It really, really does. Hi, eclectic Mima. Oh, you're not that late. We're still just chatting. Oh, yeah, you might. I've been to Natchez. We really liked it. Yeah, Lillian, if you could find you a pool to go to and just get in and move. There's this one man that goes up there, and he's kind of become friends with my sister in law and I, and he's on a walker. He cannot get around without a walker, but he can get in that pool and swim. His arms work really well, and it just keeps that little guy moving. And probably the same thing for him. He wouldn't be able to get around if he didn't. Good night, Greta. I used to love going to the our white W's uh, uh, cinnamon that they had, and then they had a steam room and a sauna, and I loved to go in there. I would go there after 3 times a week and exercise, and then go into the steam room and stuff, and I loved it. And they ended up closing down the spa part of it, and eventually they just took everything out, so that's gone. But I really loved it, and I actually paid membership to go to that one. Good night, Ritters. Thank you so much for popping in. Oh, that would be nice. Yes, my daughter's house has a pool, and I just love it. When we go down to her house, that's where I usually spend my time. Is in the pool. My son-in-law will, if we're coming down, my son-in-law always tells my daughter, "I've got to get the pool ready. Your mom's coming," because he knows that's what I love. I've just always been a swimmer. I love swimming. Good night. More. Yeah, me too, Eva. I'm just a water dog at heart, I guess. I tell my grandchildren that I have mermaid blood in me. I can float standing up, laying down anyway, no matter how deep the water is. I can stand in the water and talk to you, and my grandchildren can't get over me being able to do that. One of my grandsons, he says, look at her just sitting there with her legs crossed in the water, and she's not even going under." I've I've just been able to do that all my life, and I tell them it's because I'm part mermaid. Oh, that would be fun, Dina. Is that where you're when you go on your cruise? Are you going snorkeling? When we went on a cruise, other trip up there, we I actually bought the snorkeling package at one of the stops that we had on the cruise, but we got in the water and put the mask and things on, and guy got immediately up and put it on. He said, "I don't want to put this on, and I don't know who's had it on," and he didn't want to snorkel, so we ended up not doing it. We sat on the beach and enjoyed the cookout that the cruise line had. He swore up and down that he saw a barracuda, and that's the reason he was going to get out. Whether he did or not, I don't know. But I wanted to do it because this place where we were, they had these statues underwater and everything, and I wanted to do that so bad, but I didn't want to go alone, and he didn't want to do it, so we ended up not doing it. Yeah, we could do that. I could just ask them up at the pool would they kick everybody else out so we could snorkel. Other than that, you're going to be snorkeling in a creek here behind the house. Misha, this past summer when Guy and I was at Amy's house, we went to the beach one day. It was just the two of us because Amy, that's when they were on that cruise. And we went to the beach one day over is on the Gulf side, and we were in the water and we were just kind of floating around. Well, I saw a fin come up, kind of down the ways a little bit. I come up out of that water and I said, "God, get out, get out." I said, "There's a shark out there, get out." And I took off running to the shore as fast as I could. And he kept staying in the water, and I was up there hollering for him to get out. But come to find out, it was a porpoise, it was a dolphin. It was a school of dolphins, but it scared me to death. And it took a little while for me to get back in it. And he was laughing. He said he'd never seen me get out of the water so fast. Oh no, I couldn't swim with them, knowingly swim with them. I mean, I'm sure that I have been in the ocean before and there have been maybe sharks around that I didn't know about, but I would never do it on purpose. Now, my daughter and them, they did that thing where you swim with the dolphins, but I don't even think I could do that. Hi, Veronica. That's okay that you're late. I'm glad you were able to pop in and say hi to us. Oh no, I would not do it on purpose at all. No sharks for me, if I can help it. I'm with you, Dawn. I'm with you, Dawn. I probably could have just about have walked on that water when we were down there last year and I thought I saw the shark. Oh gosh, Eva. Okay, good night, Jason. So glad you were here. Well, let me tell you, Misha, I almost drowned at St. Thomas. Sure did. We were staying at this condo, and there was what do you call it? It's a little piece of land that here's the beach, and there was a little piece of land here, and every day that land would come up, and people would swim over to it. So one day I was out there with my nephew, and I said, Why don't we swim over there today?" And he said, "Well, if you think you can do it," I said, "Sure, I can do it." We took off swimming, but we got caught in a riptide, and it took us way down the beach. This has been maybe about 10 years ago, maybe. And it was taking us down the beach, and we could not get out of it. And I said, and he looked at me, and I'll never forget it. He looked at me and he said, "Judy," he said, "I'm not going to make it." And I said, "Yes, you are. Yes, you are." I said, "Start swimming toward the shore as hard as you can." And I said, "Come on." And we just started swimming. And all of a sudden, I could felt my toe hit the sand. And I said, "Mike, I'm touching. I'm touching." And then he said, "I am too." And we did get out, but we got up to the shore, and we both just fell down on the beach. And it was a couple of days before we were able to even get back in the water. And for really from then to now, I'm very, very cautious when I get in the ocean. It was a very scary ordeal, but I'll never forget him looking at me and the look on his face, and he said, "I'm not going to make it." And he's a good swimmer, but truth be told, he's not as good a swimmer as I am. And at that moment, I knew that I had to get out because of him. I had to get him out, and it was really scary. And since then, we haven't been back to St. Thomas. Was a terrible, terrible ordeal. It's my nephew that now lives in Nashville. But what I did love about St. Thomas, you could just take your hands like this down and this go under the water, and you could bring up sand dollars. That's the only beach I've ever been at where you could really do that. I mean, they would come up in just gobs of sand dollars, and it was so fun. Yes, he was, Gretchen. It was the Lord that pulled us out of there. It really, really was. Ooh, Jessica. Yes, Andrew, it was, that's probably the most scared I've ever been in my life was that day when that happened. Needless to say, I didn't say, "Let's swim over to the sandbar again." Other people were doing it. One day we were sitting in our hotel room or condo up on the balcony, and I think it might have been the next day, and we saw this woman go over to that sandbar with a kid, and the tide started coming in before she got back, and she was trying to come across from the sandbar back to the shore with that kid on her shoulder, and she couldn't make it. And we saw a guy go out on a surfboard to help them get across. And I thought, how dumb. I thought I had been dumb the day before, but that was even worse with the child. Good night, Laura Bell. Good night, Amy. Yeah, it's probably time for all of us to say good night. I think we've all had a good time tonight. I know I have. I've done most of the talking. But I appreciate you guys popping in here with me on Saturday nights. We get to save a little bit of money, and we get to learn a lot about each other. And I just really, really love that. So we will see you next Saturday. And also, I need to tell you, tomorrow I've got the hop. If any of you are doing the hop with us tomorrow, hop with us this year, be sure to watch tomorrow. I'll have the hop up. I'm going to have my Sunday playing with friends up, and I'm also will have my video for my year-end stuff. I've got 3 videos going up tomorrow. So I will see you guys tomorrow. And I love every one of you. And thank you all so much for coming in tonight. Thank you. Good night, everyone.